So greetings from Shenandoah National Park. Once again, I'm back here at my campsite. I had parked here earlier to hike down to what's called the Overall Run waterfall. But what I didn't know was there's an amazing lookout at that spot too, or an overlook, I guess you would say. But I'm whooped. We did 3 hikes today, plus driving here, so I'm a little tired. But I'm glad we're back in camp. I'm hungry too. Let me show you around. So room for 2 cars there. I'm at site A66. Kind of an odd little site. Well, the bathrooms are right up there, but yeah, kind of tucked away up in here. That's my tent pad site. A little wonky, but I guess we'll make it work. Got the campfire, nice picnic table. Every campsite has one of these. It's a bear container thing, or bear box, food storage locker. So you stick your hand up in there, and you can store your food in there. We'll talk about that later. They have some pretty strict rules about that here. Yeah, just kind of a tiny little campsite tucked in here. We're surrounded by sites all over the place here, though. But thankfully, we have no neighbors. There's a site right next to us over there. I don't see any reserved signs on any of them, too. Nothing wrong with neighbors. Well, that site does say reserved on it. Oh, it says reservable. I was saying they all say reserved. No, they say reservable. I'll talk about that in a minute too, maybe. But I do have neighbors elsewhere. I see some up there, across the way, and down there. So you will get those what I call ambient campground sounds, which I actually kind of like sometimes. It's even nice hearing like children laughing off in the distance as they're having fun. But yeah. They have different types of sites here. I'm on A loop, but there's B loop and C loop, and some sites are reservable 2 weeks in advance. Some are first come, first serve, and some, yeah, they have different types of campsites. If that makes sense. But you know, depending if they're reservable or not. Some are like they're first come, first serve. So, all right, but I got to get camp set up. I'm pretty whooped, but we got to get everything set up, the tent, and we'll get cooking supper right away, I think. I have a little bit of mail to share. I'm gonna be here 2 nights, so I'll share a little bit of mail tonight and some tomorrow night. So, well, I should talk about that first. Yes, this is my first time camping at a national park. I figured it'd be a little bit stricter in some ways, but yeah, so these bear boxes, they get a lot of visitors here at night and even during the day, you know, bears and raccoons and all kinds of stuff, so they don't want you. You sign a little form when you check in and stuff. You can't leave any food out anytime. Well, except if you're right here eating it and stuff. But like if you're obviously overnight, you shouldn't leave food out anyway, no matter where you go. But even during the day, they don't want you like leaving even a cooler or something, just leaving it sit out. If you're gonna leave, everything needs to go either in your locked car or into that bear box, so the animals can't get to it. Because I guess they have real problems here with that. So yeah, if they catch you, if they drive by your site and you're not here, but there's like coolers and food items out, they will confiscate them and fine you $80. So keep that in mind. I guess I should say we're in Shenandoah National Park, but I'm at Matthews Arm Campground. It's the northernmost campground. There's like a number of campgrounds throughout Shenandoah, but I'm at Matthews Arm, it's called. All right, I gotta get set up. All right, home is set up. I realize it's a little bit less wonky when you look at it this way. That looks better. I was looking at it from the other way earlier. Anyway, that should work. Got the firewood out. Yeah, they're picky about firewood here too. Most places are these days. You need to either buy firewood locally. They offer some different places here in the park, but the stuff I brought is kiln dried, and it also has what they call the USDA stamp of approval on it right there, so that'll work. But I need to get supper going. Oh yeah, we gotta put the canopy up and put it up over the picnic table. It's not gonna rain tonight, but I think, well, I didn't say what today is. Wednesday, May 7th, but I'll be here the 8th and 9th, Thursday and Friday. But unfortunately, I think overnight, Thursday, Friday, it might rain, maybe rain Friday morning. That was the last thing I saw before I left. Internet service is a little bit, well, cell service is a little bit iffy up here, so we'll see, but I came prepared. All right, let's get to cooking stuff out and some of the food items. I probably mentioned it already, but I am famished. Like, I'm Yeah, I'm on the verge of death. I'm hungry though. I didn't really eat much of a breakfast this morning. Sometimes on bigger trips I'm not real hungry in the morning, if that makes sense. And all I had was snacks for lunch, so now I need something in my belly. So I'm not going to be cooking anything. I have a ton of those dehydrated meals that you guys have sent me, so we're gonna pick out one of those tonight and eat it. I do have like a dessert I want to make over the campfire. I brought my pie iron, some kind of like peaches and cream type thing, I think we'll call it. I brought bread and peaches and cream cheese. I think we'll have that over the fire. Sounds good. Yeah, it's pretty quiet here in camp yet, so that's good. Of course, we are in the off season, so it might get a lot noisier during peak season. Get that warmed up, and then I'll grab a couple and we'll choose together. So we have a ton of options. I think I have even more up there. Up there on the thing is some of the mail I'm going to go over, but I'll save that for mail time. Yeah, these are all sent by you guys. So we got beef stroganoff with noodles. We have fettuccine Alfredo chicken. We have chili mac with beef. Chicken teriyaki. That sounds good. And then we have 3 cheese mac and cheese. That sounds good too. They all sound good. Then we got lasagna with meat sauce. Man. You know, I think I'm gonna go with the chicken teriyaki. That kind of hit me. I think we'll go for that. But yeah, but you guys are amazing. You know, so much stuff that I use on these camping trips was sent by you guys. And that's just super cool. So, thank you for that. All right. Let's get this going. I gotta wait for this to warm up. Alright, so that is a boiling. This is what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, with rice, green peas, carrots, peppers, and onions, freeze-dried. So you've seen me use these before. You boil up some water. Usually tell you how much, but whatever this is, I put in there. So you put it in there, you stir it up, you seal it up, let it sit for 5 minutes, then open it back up, give it another stir, and let it sit for maybe another 5 minutes. It won't hurt to let it sit for more. If you let it sit for less, things can be a little bit crunchy. So I'm gonna turn this off, and we'll put this in. Yeah. So there's my spoon. So give it a stir. I know some of you think these meals are gross. You pick on me for eating them, but a lot of these Mountain House meals are really good. I don't know if I've had a Mountain House one that I didn't like. Years ago when I camped up at Cook Forest State Park in Pennsylvania, there was one meal I did not like. I don't think it was Mountain House though. It was some ranchero, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't finish it. Alright, so we'll let that sit for 5 minutes. Yeah, look, after 6 already. I might get a few things I can't talk anymore. A few other things organized a little bit here at the site. I gotta find spare battery for my camera and get some other things ready. So, alright, I'll get back. Soon be ready for a stir. Yeah, there's the mail I gotta share. There's some cards somewhere too. I gotta find those. Oh, there's some books up there for mail time too. But yeah, got the other battery charging. Another lifesaver on these trips is to get yourself a power station, so you can charge things up and things like that. Should probably close this. There's already a ton of flies in there anyway, but and they weren't wrong about the wildlife here. I haven't had any bears or raccoons show up, but there's been a catbird that's been coming in here and just like hanging out. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Alright, I'm gonna seal this up, let it sit for another 5 minutes or so, and then, yeah, we'll chow down. I gotta find those cards that were sent in the mail too. Alright, found those cards. Got some citronella candles burning, help keep the bugs away, although they're not too bad right now. Alright, so it is time. It is time to eat, folks. It is time. So I'm gonna put them in my little bowl. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. You can eat these right out of the bag, but I like to put them in a bowl. It's just what I like to do. Make sure we get all of it out. All the yummy goodness. That's a lot in there, but I'm hungry, so I think it's kind of nice having that bear box, because like tomorrow I'm gonna be going out hiking and stuff again, but I can put some of my stuff in that bear box too. Anything that has food and stuff in it. All right, who's hungry? I am. Let me show you what it looks like before I dive in. Look at that yummy goodness. It's amazing. Especially when you're starving. Because I left it in longer than 5 minutes too, both times. Just helps it to everything to rehydrate better. Because in the past I left it in there just for the time they say, and it wasn't always. There were some, let's just say there's some crunchy things in there. Alright, I'm going to take my time and eat here. I'll get the fire going in a little bit. Like I said, we'll make that dessert at some point. I also brought some of those Stroop waffles. These are a gift some time ago, I think back at Christmas. I've been munching on these every now and then, but I'm going to have one tonight with my coffee or my tea. I'm not sure what I'll make yet tonight, but yeah. I'll get back in a little bit. And while finishing this, I think I'm going to make some tea. Yeah, at Christmas I got sent this huge variety tea pack. Oh, something just fell. So I think while I'm eating, I'll get some tea going. Sounds like a plan. Feel a sneeze coming on. Shoo! Ooh. We gotta pick one out yet. I'm gonna eat a little bit more, and then we'll pick out which type we want here. All right, belly is full. Well, full for now. Like I said, we'll make dessert later. So I had to go with the lemon ginger. That sounds good tonight. That'll work. Oh, I'm like burping. Those meals are filling too. Depending on how big of a stomach you are, you could probably split that between two people. All right. We'll let that steep for a time. All right, I got. Sorry. I gotta clean up a little bit. Then we get the fire going too. And we'll look at some mail, and we'll get some dessert going. It was a warm one today, but I can already feel the temperatures cooling down. Yeah, there's a lot of leaves in here, so this might be the first time this season this campfire gets used. I still have that splinter in my thumb from the last camping video we did. Anyway, we'll try not to get one today. Let's see, that'll work for now. I got plenty of stuff in the Jeep. Firewood, that is. Recently, these were sent to me. It's a different type of fire starter. It's called Pole Start Fire. It's got some directions. Oh, it's in Spanish. You remove the yellow tab. Loop the green string over a log, build a structure on top of it, and pull the red string quick and hard to start. Let's see how this works. Here's what they look like. Just gotta take it out of the plastic first. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alright, I've done everything it said. Loop the green string around a log and everything. Now it just says pull on the red string quick and hard. Whoa! Oh! I wasn't expecting quite that. I don't know what I was expecting. It's almost like getting a fireworks going. Right now it's just smoking pretty heavily. Making some noises. Lots of noises. Alright, I don't know. I guess eventually I guess there's some kind of reaction going on in there. You can see the box down in there yet. Alright, I'll get back with you, see how this is working. Well, no fire yet. I might have to cheat and give it a little bit of help. Alright, but we got a fire going. I did cheat a little bit. Who knows, maybe I didn't have small pieces of wood for kindling at the bottom there. Then anyway, it's kind of neat. Pull the string with a big pop and all the smoke comes out, but we'll try it again some other time. Alright, but I think our tea is ready. Maybe while we're drinking tea, I'll share some mail with you, I think. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's almost 7 o'clock, so yeah. We gotta work on, man, look at my mess. We gotta work on getting that dessert going too and stuff, so. Alright. I'm not sure if I'll get the canopy up tonight or not. We'll see about that. I'd like to get it up. Put the very sharp knife away. My head's chopped off there a little bit. Let me correct that. Yeah, that knife was a gift too. Let me move you up just a little bit. There we go. Alright, this has been sitting here for quite a while. So it's messing with that fire. So it should be very potent tea. Some regular creamers in there. And some honey, which is probably all crystallized in here. You know, some of these clouds are looking a little rainy. We'll see. I should open this up some more, maybe. Oh, there we go. Wow, it comes out. Right, here's my trash can. Yeah, Some of these look a little rainy. I think after we do some mail, better get that canopy up just in case. I'm gonna put the rain fly on my tent too. I just left it off for now. Oh, that's good. Lemony and gingery. And I think I should, maybe before we have mail time, work on getting the rain fly on the tent and the canopy up. I think I just got a feeling. All right, rain fly is on. Yeah, so there were some darker clouds, but now looks like the sun is coming out again. But yeah, got the canopy up too here. That was a bit of a bear getting that up, but we got it up. I feel just a little bit better now, just in case some showers do come. Oh yeah, we got the trail cam to put up tonight too. Last couple of camping trips we tried it, nothing showed up, but here I get the feeling that the way you talk here, something might show up at camp. All right, let's do some mail time. I think my tea is getting cold too. Let's see. It's still warm enough. All right, let's share some mail here then. Got a mess here. Yeah, so I think before I came on this trip, we went back to Blue Marsh Lake to where that schoolhouse was, and mentioned that. So this is the book once again, Blue Marsh Lake and the Pleasant Valley One Last Look. It shows you all the pictures of what it used to look like, you know, before they dammed the place up. All kinds of stuff we can use. This is great. Like I got this. Well, I borrowed it years ago. I wanted to keep it, but they asked for it back. All kinds of stuff we can go try and find. Usually just remnants and ruins. Even a cave. There was one cave near where the beach area is, but they flooded that and filled that in. But there's a map in here that shows where another cave is. I tried to find it just by driving past the area, but I think sometime soon I'm just going to walk up the one road where it says it's at and see what I can find. So this is this book is written by Paul Miller and his wife, but Jason bought this one for me. So thank you, Jason. He's the one that got the kayak from years ago. Someone else tried to get me that book too. Her name is Gail. This book is also written by Paul Miller. Well, she tried to get me that Blue Marsh book, but she found out that someone else already got it. So I think Paul informed her, the author of that book, and the author of this book, which is what she sent me instead. So this is Memories of a Bygone Era. History of the South Mountain Resorts overlooking Warnersville, Berks County, Pennsylvania. So years ago, I looked at this book too. There's a ton of stuff in here too. There used to be a bunch of resorts up on the South Mountain. Some are still there, but used for other things. Some have burned down. But I think we should be able to find some remnants of these too. There's one spring up there that's in this book we should be able to find. I think some of the ruins belong to the Robesonia Water Authority. I think they have the land posted, but maybe I can get permission to go up there. I know there's some ruins up there like the swimming pool and stuff, so thank you to Jason and Gail for these books. These are amazing books. Not cheap either, I don't think, but they're right in the area where I live, so it just gives me great content to go out and film. Because a lot of times we're over at Blue Marsh, you know, and in that South Mountain area. So, yeah. So thank you for those. Yeah, but Gail also sent me she did send me a card. Yeah, explaining that. Yeah, she mentioned the fact that Paul, she tried to pay for both books, but Paul received a visit from someone else. That was Jason, who had paid for the Blue Marsh book. So yes, but the thought is still appreciated though, regardless. Like I said in the past, I had borrowed both those books in the past. I just didn't want to give them back, but now I have them. I often thought about buying them myself, but my mind is all over the place with things. So thank you, Gail and Jason. And I'm not sharing all my mail tonight. I'm leaving a box in there for tomorrow night. So, because I got mail from 2 different Debbies, I'll do the one box from the one Debbie tonight and save the other one for tomorrow night. I do have another card here to share. This is from Kristen. As a helicopter flies overhead. It's a nice little patriotic card. Yeah, I think she writes it here about the some of the stuff from my French and Indian War series. Some information about. Oh yeah, they're celebrating 250-year anniversary. That's kind of loud. Not sure what helicopter that is. Thanks for interrupting our mail time video here. And she sent me some pictures here too, or some postcards of like French and Indian War era stuff. They're building one of the forts. And some of the troops. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, she gave me some other information here if I'm interested. So thank you, Kristen, for the cards and for the info. I appreciate that. I appreciate any information people give me, whether I ever make a video on the stuff you send me or not. I appreciate the ideas and stuff. And sometimes people send me stuff like information, and it might sometimes it's a year or two before I actually do it. But anyway, so I appreciate it. I have so many different things that I want to film and get to. That's the problem sometimes. All right, I got a box of goodies here I want to share you. So this is the box from one of the Debbies. Actually, there are two boxes that came in. The one box had her name in it, the other didn't, but I assume it was from her. Like I said, there's another Debbie. There's actually 3 Debbies that send me stuff, but there's, like I said, there's another Debbie box in the Jeep for tomorrow night. So we got a puzzle here, covered bridge puzzle. Only 500 pieces. That should be doable for me. I haven't done a puzzle for a while, but I should get back to that. Yeah, these Nature's Bakery bars, which I always love. This is the oatmeal crumble with the apple. I love the Nature's Bakery. Oh, bacon jerky. I've had this for a while. This stuff is, I mean, this stuff's dangerous. This could disappear tonight. Maybe I'll drive around tomorrow. Got some snack packs for cashews. Always love my cashews. So I think these are filled with the little snack packs, so I can put these in my snack bag. And speaking of those Mountain House meals, here's 2 more. Beef stew. I had this one last year. The beef stew was really good. And the chicken fried rice. I had that last summer too. Both of these were really good, to be honest. Like I said earlier, I haven't really had a Mountain House meal that I didn't like. So, but you guys are great. Thank you for the gifts. Like I said, when I camp, I'll maybe make another video tomorrow night, hopefully, camping, as long as it doesn't rain too much, but I'll share like some of the other mail in that video. Alright, let's see what time it is. Maybe I should work on getting dessert going before it gets too dark. Maybe we should do that. Alright, let me clean up and get organized a little bit here. Alright, so we've got our rye bread, we've got some butter, which I think I'm going to put on the outside. I'm going to be putting these in my my mountain pie pan then, so I think I'll butter the outside. Got some cream cheese and some peach chunks. So we're gonna make a cream cheese, a peaches and cream kind of dessert type thing here. Yeah, the helicopter is still bugging us. Alright. Yes, let's butter that bread first. Butter the outside. As they say, butter makes it better. A lot of times I spray the mountain pie pan with some oil, but I think I'll just do it this way today, or tonight. I hear a barred owl. Cool, we might hear some really neat noises tonight then. Alright, turn those over. Then we're going to put, I should wipe that knife off a little bit. I guess you can see the, yeah. Now it's the cream cheese. I've never made this before. We'll see what happens. This could be a total disaster, but it sounded good in my mind. I looked it up a little bit online just to see if other people had the same idea. And it's all similar, you know, ideas. Oh, so I was going to drizzle a little bit of honey on this too. And maybe we'll leave the honey off. Try it just this way. Try debating how much cream cheese to put on. I guess it doesn't hurt to slather a little bit more on. Yeah, why not? Alright. Got to open a can of peaches. My heart almost skipped a beat, but I do remember I do always have a can opener with me. Alright, I will have leftover peaches, but because of one of the gifts that I'm going to show you tomorrow night, that'll be okay. Let's get some peach chunks in here. As they go everywhere. Don't want all the liquid. Of course they're going to slide around everywhere. I should have got the diced ones. A little bit smaller, it might have been worked out a little bit better. But I think, yeah, we'll put just, don't need a ton of it in there. Yeah, they want to slide around a little bit. All right. Now I'm making a mess. Oh yeah, I gotta put these in the pan there. I should have put them in. And the butter wants to stick to the paper towel. We'll make it work. Alright, there we go. So one on. I guess you can see that. Then we'll stick the other one on. And then we're gonna cook these over the hello. There we go. So let's see what we make here. This might end up being pretty sloppy, but that's okay. So yeah, I have never made this before. Oh, my back kind of hurts. Anyway, it'd be nice to sleep tonight. All right. Get this going. I think it'll be delicious, but we'll see. Alright, so I think that'll do. Nice and toasted. We'll flop this into our awaiting. Oh, a little more burnt on that side though. That's okay. I feel like this might be a little bit messy. Gotta let that cool off a little bit. So yeah, we gotta let that cool off just a little bit yet. It's pretty hot. I think it's gonna be a little bit messy. Might have cream cheese and peaches oozing out, but whatever. If it ain't messy, it ain't good, huh? Alright, I'm gonna put some of this stuff back in the cooler and grab a few other things while this cools off. We do have some other gifts that were sent to me that I should try out. I got this bug light, which I think kills them too. It's a light and a bug light. And I got this little lamp. Got some fuel in there. So maybe, yeah, this proven mosquito repellency. So maybe we'll get those going too tonight a little bit. I'm not sure how late I'll stay up. Had a long day. I'm pretty tired. But we'll pour some more wood in the fire later, and I should probably make some coffee too at some point. Hell, I have my Stroop waffles there too. All kinds of stuff for you guys to eat, partake of. Alright. Alright, so here we go. The moment of truth. What is this going to taste like? How messy is it going to be? Bite into the non-burnt end first. I'll be 100% honest with you. It's not bad. I feel like maybe I should put a little bit of honey in there, but it's not bad. It's not overly sweet. Cream cheese isn't. But I think that works though. Yeah. Not a bad little dessert. Because you could try any different, variations on it. You could put, apple pie filling or cherries in there or something else. Almost like a grilled cheese, but instead of cheese, it's got, peaches and cream cheese in there. All right, there it just got messy. I'll get back to you. Alright, well this one I'm going to have to mess with another night. I think I have to make some modifications to this one. Something isn't working quite right with this one, but that's okay. I'll just have to drain the fuel out and make some changes, I think. I think there's the lever you lift up supposed to lift the whole thing up, but it kind of, something isn't working quite right, but that's okay. I'll get it fixed. I might just change something up a little bit here. But we'll have to do that another night, probably at home. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. There's a lever that you push down to lift this thing up so you can light it, but it was kind of lifting the thing up at an angle, so I think I can work on that though, make it work. I used to have lanterns like that when I lived on a farm, kind of old-fashioned things. I kind of liked it, so I'm kind of familiar with lanterns. But yeah, I also brought my, someone sent this to me last Christmas as kind of a decoration. I think we'll set this up tonight underneath their canopy. How about that? I just kind of brought it on a whim. So yeah, I have canopy lights I could put up in here too. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do that. We'll see. I'm not sure how late I'll stay up. Maybe we'll put those up. Why not? They're kind of cool. Alright, I should probably start putting some other stuff away. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the trail cam too. Alright, well isn't that cozy? A bit of a hassle sometimes to get those up, but when they are up, it's pretty cool. And I got my little palm tree over there too. We'll get that light up in a minute too, but fire's going nicely. Yeah, it's kind of cozy. What time is it? I think it's after 8 o'clock already. Yeah, 8:14, so I think we'll, yeah, I know we had some tea, but I do feel like making some coffee. Oh, we got those color flames too, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice and cozy. Alright. Yes, I'm not entirely sure how long these lights will last. I didn't charge them up since last time. But I can plug them into my my battery, or my, whatever you call it, my power bank that I have in the tent that's currently charging camera batteries. But let's get some more water. Let's make some coffee. Maybe we'll sit by the fire and have one of these Stroop waffles too. Yeah, it's a really nice evening. Come on. Come on. Oh. There we go. Quiet, but there's still some of those, ambient campground sounds. I can see other people's fires up now. Yeah. I think we will sleep well tonight too. Where are my coffee filters? Over here. Decaf coffee. I want to fall asleep tonight, so we'll pass on the caffeinated. We'll save that for the morning. Creamers. So two hazelnuts. We'll grab a plain creamer too. Old jars. These have actually worked out really nicely. Organize things this way. Color flames. Let's turn this up a little bit more. Alright. We'll wait for this to warm up. Well, I used the Velcro straps on the canopy to hang that light up. The light on and kind of like the the part that attracts the bugs too, I guess. It's like, let's be a little bit more light down here. Like I said, looking cozy. Looking cozy. Now it's pour time. It's about 8:30. Cozy indeed. Get rid of that. We'll give that a rinse a little bit later. And the creamers. Yeah, these creamers were a gift too, all of them. All right. Yeah, we'll go and sit by the fire. I think I eat one of these too. A maple stroop waffle. What's they look like? All right, I'll see you in a bit by the fire. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, pretty cozy scene. Yeah, I got the trail cam up. I'm not sure if you can see it in the dark. It's right on that tree right there. I'll turn that on before I go to bed. So if, more likely, things will pass through tonight. We'll see. And of course the plane flies overhead. Yeah, even out here in Shenandoah National Park, the plane's flying overhead. Yeah, but no watching videos tonight. I know where we were at. Where were we at last time? Shawnee State Park, back home in Pennsylvania. We had good 5G service. Watching some videos. It's nice to be able to do that, but it's also nice to not have service too. In a way, I kind of like both. But yeah, so we're gonna chill by the fire here for a bit. Those lights are still going strong. Like I said, I didn't charge them up before I left, but anyway, they were in the Jeep all winter. But they're going strong. Yeah, I gotta pack up a little bit. I'm gonna make use of that bear box. So some of the stuff I can just put in there tonight, leave it there tomorrow. You'll pull out for breakfast and then leave it in during the day while I'm out. I'm gonna be out hiking, exploring a number of different places tomorrow here, so might as well just make use of it instead of shoving everything back in my Jeep. Yeah, definitely like my trash can and stuff with garbage in it. All right, let's throw those color flames in there, right in the middle. There comes the color. Beautiful night. Gotta start cleaning up. It almost reminds me of Raccoon Creek State Park. I don't know if you remember that place. With all the planes flying overhead. Anyway, it is what it is. Fire is burning low, but I still got my lights on. Cleaned most everything up. Actually, I'm putting quite a bit of stuff in the bear box. Like it's kind of nice. It's kind of like having a storage thing. So, like I said, yeah, I just want to wake up tomorrow morning, I can just pull it out of there. Put a few more things on my citronella candles. I'll put in there. You don't want anything that smells. You want to put away. You don't want to attract. But yeah. About 8:50, so we'll be hitting the sack soon. We'll just relax here by the fire yet a little bit. Yeah, just the tree lights are on now. I turned all the other lights on canopy off. Just the tree lights. Oh, there's the moon. So now it's still kind of a little bit cloudy, but so maybe it won't rain tonight. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, just gonna let the embers burn down low a little bit more before we hit the sack. Gonna have a big day tomorrow too. I don't have to leave, early. I can sleep in a little bit and take time making breakfast. We don't have to pack up tomorrow either. I'll be spending the night here again. The owls are out. Oh, now they're quiet. Oh, there was one. That's cool. Hope the camera's picking that up. Yeah, who knows what all we're gonna hear tonight. Owls, who knows who's gonna come through the camp. Love that sound. And now the moon is covered in clouds. I love that sound. There she comes out. Well, that's going to be it for tonight, folks. I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning. The world is awakening. The campground is awakening, and so shall I guess. Got a nice sunset coming up over there. Yeah, I'm starting to really like these bear boxes. I've been using them just to lock a bunch of stuff sitting in there. Yeah, already took care of some business up that way. We'll work on getting some coffee going and things like that here in a bit. Not sure if anything came through last night. Don't see any tracks or anything, but if anything did, you'll have seen it already. I'll just put it on the video, but I already turned the trail cam off. So, alright. Let's start figuring out what we're doing today. And these multi-day trips are a little bit different than my one-night camping trips. Might have to put a hoodie on too, it's kind of chilly. But yeah, I don't have to. We don't have to pack up this morning. I shouldn't say not all multi-day adventures like this. Some days I hike at one spot and travel to another location and camp out that way. But on a trip like this, I'm staying here 2 nights. So this morning I don't have to tear down my campsite. Kind of feels weird. So just leave everything up. The pavilion. I mean, not the pavilion. The canopy and the tent. I'll probably leave a bunch of stuff here in the bear box while I'm out hiking and checking things out in other areas here in the national park. And when we come back, we won't have to set up either. Everything will be already set up. It's really kind of nice. Alright, I'm gonna put a hoodie on. I'm kinda chilly. Get the tree out. It's in my way in there anyway. Get the coffee making stuff out here a while. It's just beautiful morning with all the birds singing. And the plane flying overhead. Yeah, the planes flying overhead, it didn't happen all night. It seems like there's like periods of time where it happens. So, I mean, you gotta remember, we're not terribly far from like DC and Baltimore and stuff like that, so. You ever wonder if the people up in the plane realize that they're annoying people down here camping at Shenandoah State Park? I mean, National Park. Probably not. They're probably just eager to get to where they gotta go. It's not their fault either. I'm just kind of joking there. But I was thinking that last night. Like, do they know that they're disturbing my campsite down here? Alright. Yeah, it didn't get super cold last night either. Just a beautiful... It was a beautiful camp. I slept well. I heard a few scratchings around outside. Nothing big lumbering by. And I was wondering too, at the campsite last night. It's like, I wonder if you guys ever get tired of watching me make coffee. All these trips, I make it multiple times. I always film it. Anyway, just something that passed through my mind. Every time I make coffee, I film it and I'm thinking, like, do they get tired of watching me make coffee? But yeah. Maybe some of you do, maybe some of you don't. Alright. As always, on these mornings, we'll have the electrolyte coffee. Another gift from viewers. I feel like, the majority of what I use on these camping trips is. I think we'll go with French vanilla this morning. Actually, there's some of these red ones. The sweet, we'll go with the sweet cream actually, they're down at the bottom. And then one plain one. Adds just a little bit more of a creaminess to it. Alright. Where's my mug? Oh, there it is. Let that warm up. And for breakfast, we're gonna have biscuits and gravy. And I've had the Mountain House variety of this several times. I really like it, but this one's a little bit different. It feels like there's actually 2 actual biscuits in here. So we'll see. It also says it's 2 servings, but yeah, we'll try it. This is the Peak Refuel brand. I don't think I've ever had one of these before, but it should be good too. All right, we are ready. Yeah, it's just a beautiful morning. Campground was quiet last night too. No arguing couples, or I've had issues like that in the past. What was that? The little Buffalo State Park with we got 2 in the morning. This couple was still like arguing with each other. About what? I don't know. So I went over there and asked them nicely to maybe save it for later. Alright. Like I said yesterday, it's not peak season yet here, so. And I did not have any neighbors we'll see who shows up today. It'd be nice to still kind of have this place to myself, this little corner of the campground. Tomorrow is Friday, kind of the start of the weekend, so more likely to have some people show up. Or maybe not, I'm just thinking I'll be leaving Friday. I'll be packing up and leaving the spot Friday morning, so yeah, maybe we won't have anybody. I was thinking Friday night people will be coming in. Oh, that's amazing. Well, we're going to sit here and enjoy our coffee for a bit. It is kind of an odd feeling. I'm so used to like drinking my coffee and getting my breakfast ready, and at the same time kind of tearing camp down for the morning. But I don't, like I said earlier, I don't have to do that. So I have to kind of break out of that mental mode, just relax completely. Don't worry about packing up. All right, still drinking the coffee, but I think we'll. I wonder what bird that is. I don't remember hearing that back home in Pennsylvania. That's a new one for me. I know people say you should have that, you know, the app on your phone and stuff. Well, there's no signal here, folks. Even if I did have an app on my phone, wouldn't be able to find out what it was. Yeah, but what was I talking about? Yeah. Well, we're finished our coffee. I guess we'll get the breakfast going. Maybe we'll chat a little bit about what we got planned for today. Gonna be sticking here in Shenandoah National Park. But I'll be heading more south. I think I'm gonna drive all the way down to this table's just a little bit crooked, to a trail called the Womelsdorf Trail. I think we'll go all the way, that's the furthest south we're gonna go today, and then we'll start making our way back up north towards this campground. Yeah, the Womelsdorf trails. I think it's a pretty easy trail to hike, but it's supposed to be pretty beautiful too. So there's something, a viewer mentioned something I want to check out there too. So I think we'll do that first. I have stuff written down. There's a place called Cave Falls. You know, a cave and a waterfall. That might be worth checking out. There's the Corbin Cabin we can go hike down to. I might hike up Little Stony Man. I think I've had a place or two written down in my book. I have my map in there too in the Jeep. I don't have to do all those things today. I want to enjoy myself today too, so I'm not gonna necessarily pack everything in. We can always come back another time and camp. Here's a beautiful place. But that's some of the things. I think I had some more things written down, but yeah, we'll do what we can. I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but you know, last time I checked the weather was on Tuesday. Today's Thursday, so we'll see. All right, let's wait for this water to warm up. Yeah, I was right about this one. There's actual whole biscuits in this one. Check that out. Oh, I gotta take the oxygen absorber out. Yeah, we'll see. Oops, spillage. Thing spilled over there. But anyway, it's good. We'll see if we can get this all down. There's a lot of meat in there too. A lot of crumbles. But anyway, let's save this. I feel like I might need to add more water. These are a little different than the Mountain House ones. The Mountain House ones, you stir, you seal for 5 minutes, open, stir, let sit for another 5 minutes. This says sit for 10 minutes. And then eat. I might do it the Mountain House way though. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Open it up. Stir it up. Let it sit for another 5 minutes or something like that. Alright. We'll fuel up for the day. There's that bird again. Somebody in the comments let me know what that is. Yeah, so there is actually enough of a signal. I currently have 5G, but it switches on and off to the LTE. There's a marginal risk of severe weather today. Marginal risk. It's a bit slow. Let's see here. Kind of stops at 4 p.m. Maybe not till... Oh yeah. Looks like rain this evening though. Or just showers, like 30%. Then overnight. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And in the morning showers too. That's gonna affect. Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do Friday. I was thinking about hiking up to Old Rag on Friday, but we'll see. At noon it's like 94% chance of rain, so I don't think we're gonna be doing that. Wow. Alright, I'll get back to you. Yeah, I do actually. I went off a signal to get to the Weather Channel, so that's cool. Well, I'm glad I have a signal here that actually works. I can check the weather. Yeah, not sure now. I know last time I checked Tuesday evening, they were talking about, well, it kept changing. It said, rain Thursday evening and Friday morning, and it changed, just rain just Friday morning. That looks like it's back to rain, well, not rain, but showers Thursday evening, just 30% chance. So we might have a dry camp tomorrow to this evening. Yeah, we'll see. That's why I brought the canopy. Part of me's thinking maybe I should just go home after hiking today, but I paid for 2 nights here, so we'll stay. Even if we have a rainy camping, that might be kind of neat. Like I said, as long as we're under the pavilion. But it's not gonna be like thunderstorms or anything, just showers. Yeah, but then tomorrow looks like a total, 70, 90, 80% chance of showers and rain. So yeah, just hoping to hike Old Rag. I paid for the day use ticket. It's only $2, but I think we might forego that. Well, I'll keep tabs on the weather. I just don't know that hiking Old Rag in the rain like that, and you won't get the main thing to hiking Old Rag is the views up there. I don't think you're gonna get any on a day like that. So maybe we'll just we'll pack up in the rain in the morning and head out then. Maybe. Anyway, we'll think about it. And the weather, it might change too, so throughout the day I'll keep looking at it. Alright, I'm blabbing. Alright, here we go. I've had this sitting here for way longer than 10 minutes. I did the 10 minutes, I stirred it, let it sit in even more. We'll see. Whoop. Kaloop. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright. Ooh. We'll see how it compares to the Mountain House one. In the Mountain House meal, the biscuits are in smaller pieces. I'm not sure how much these biscuits, they still feel a little hard. We'll see. Oh yeah, the Pinnacles. That was the other place I was thinking about today. A place called the Pinnacles. But we'll see. Yeah, the biscuits didn't soften. Ooh, I'm overflowing here. The biscuits didn't soften up entirely. But maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. It works though. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my breakfast. What time is it? 7:46. I might see if I can look up some other things. Now that I have somewhat of a decent signal. I like to keep track of the world sometimes. All right, but like I said, we'll finish eating here, and then I got to change out my jammies and stuff. I'm gonna get going. I'll put a bunch of stuff in my storage locker here. All right. Time to start putting stuff away for the morning. And then a bunch of this stuff we can just leave in the bear box so we get back tonight. Maybe we'll leave the tree up. Alright, I got most everything cleaned up. Just gotta close my tent, double check things, and we'll take off shortly, I think. Still feels weird not like taking anything down, but alright. Alright, but I think that'll be it for this video then, folks. I got everything secured. Tent is closed up. Other things are in the bear box back there. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. I'm going to do a bunch of hiking today. I'm going to head down to the Limberlost Trail first, early this morning. About 8:30 right now. Good time to take off. Now we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully I'll see you back here. Might be a little bit wet, but we'll see. We're going to enjoy it no matter what. Alright, thanks for coming along on this little camping adventure. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one.